some kind of goblin? I'll throw you into prison.
Prison? Doesn't matter where I am, if I'm like this. I'm just as alone as I was in the Netherworld.
That's the whole conversation? That's all you got from me, buddy? It's like, are you some kind of goblin? I'll throw you into prison. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it right now. He's just standing there, just staring at me. It's like, I guess he didn't mean it? Just like being really lazily racist?
It looks like the war between Ragnanaval and Ringford is still going. I hear many have died. They say the Demon Lord's daughter is dead too.
The girl who worried for me. Halia. You should have taken my miserable life instead.
Interestingly, I think they used like a listen prompt earlier when I was playing as Gwendolyn for situations like this where two characters talk to each other and I'm not taking part. But for this campaign, it seems to suddenly be using talk again. I wonder what's up with that inconsistency. Not that I'm particularly concerned about it. Just something I'm noticing. Too many items. Gourmet ring. I probably won't use an item just for food. Let's get rid of some of the spares. Those are a lot of healing items, I'm noticing. Maybe cut down on a few of these. Just because I'm going to almost certainly pick up more of them over the course of the mission, too.
What's wrong, long-eared one? Take a look and liven up my business.
Now that's not an accent I expected. He's got the same voice of the guy that talks like Apu, but he's going full Texas on me. So we've got vampire rings, and we've got freeze resistance items. A lot of ice resistance going on here, so we must be going to the ice mountain next. We'll keep an eye out. I'm not overly concerned about ice effects. For me, the bigger concerns are stuff that do damage over time, like fire and poison. Something that just paralyzes me a bit, I can probably get over.
In honor of the king's recent domestic troubles, I'm having a sale.
That's a weird reason to have a sale. I'm moderately concerned about this. Do I want milk, for example? Might be useful for crafting certain things. Let's get a few food items for the traveling store. Why not? It'll make him feel nice and useful. Bye. I think I could have sworn I had access to the restaurant by this point in the game for Gwendolyn. Maybe I just don't gain access to restaurants in this campaign. I'm not sure. The levels don't seem to be going up very much. This one wants me to be level 15. So they don't seem to be expecting me to get a lot of experience along the way. So it definitely seems to be scaling with the idea that I don't have access to those two restaurants where I just splurged and spent all those coins. Maybe after this chapter we'll get it.
Prince! Am I hearing things? Someone called me Prince. But alas, I am no prince. I am but a beast.
I am Urzur, the court magician. I am a sorcerer. I recognize the spell that has been put on you.
Spells, spells, spells. All you spellcasters should be burned at the stake.
Please be rational, Prince. 'Tis my wish to help you, but my powers alone are insufficient to the task. The king pays no attention to my words.
What do you want from me? If you care so much, resign.
I have no response to your harsh words. But I have an ingenious plan I thought I could share with you. Prince, do you know of Hindle, the dragon that lives atop the snow-capped mountain?
Hindle? I have heard the name. They say he knows all and can see the future.
A dragon that wise should know something about your curse. But To ask a dragon is a daunting task. Just meeting one is frightening. Please, forget my rambling. I should not have mentioned it.
No. Let's go. Any hope is better than none. Even in the worst case, my hollow and empty life will come to an end.
That reminds me, I was originally suspicious of the guy, the wizard from the beginning of the game, because he looked like the old evil man that's going to cause all of our problems. But it turned out that it was I almost said wow, I almost said every wrong word. It was actually the brother of Scarlet the whole time, Velvet, I mean. And so I was totally wrong in my suspicions of the old man. But based on previous characters, I was definitely expecting this to be the kind of game where if somebody looks so like they'd be the conniving type, they just absolutely will be. Bye. Join me up here, will you? Oh, I accidentally comboed him away. The tragedy of it all. There are so many of you guys. Come back. That was supposed to combo you guys, not knock you away. There we go. Ow. Hello, surprise ice elementals. Or not really elementals, but just attacks, I think, in this case. Gimme, gimme. Everyone's healthy. Everything's fine. According to comments, I didn't check myself yet, but I apparently have been missing a few of the chests you get from missions. Whoops. Admittedly, I kind of wish I didn't have to bother to some extent. Oopsie. Come here. The pacing in this game is slightly odd at times, where I find myself at sometimes just wishing I could just keep moving. But you have to pause pretty frequently for the purposes of mixing potions, managing your inventory space, opening a chest, because there's a mandatory chest after every single fight in the game. This is probably the type of thing that leads to people liking the game more, though, because it's, hey, come here. Getting away from me. Oh, excavation guide. Whoa. Oh, okay. We're starting on page 4, because we're adding to a previous one. I thought I just got a 5-page document. Use magic potions. Blaze may be too hot for a campfire, even in colder regions, but it is perfect for melting ice walls. Cyclone can cool down molten lava and clear away debris in your path. Volcano can open holes in cracked walls in place of using bombs. So you can use them for the environment. That's interesting. An excerpt from the logs of a Dwarven exploration team. I think we already read all of that before. That's interesting. So I could use Volcano, for example, to clear a hole in the wall? Like over here, perhaps? Ah. This does seem like it would work. Where's Volcano? I thought I just made Volcano. Oh, right, page 2. Interesting. Didn't really know that potions would interact with the environment. But yeah, I think that the constant back and forth and dealing with the inventory and stuff like that probably leads to people overall having a higher opinion of the game. Because this is exactly the type of game, being a side-scrolling beat-em-up, is exactly the type of game that that would ultimately get accused of being repetitive. Because the combat is kind of repetitive in concept. But because they mix it up constantly by having you do like 12 other things, it mixes things up and keeps you from getting stale, I'm sure. But that doesn't stop me from sometimes being like, I kind of wish I didn't have to open my inventory after every fight. Here we go. Well, that's the gameplay loop. But it definitely leads to moments where I'm like, oh yeah, we took out the stuff, and then I'm like, let's look around the environment, and let's go over here, and then I'm like, oh right, I forgot to do the whole... I did it again, I forgot to check my item stuff. Well, I fell. So I'm gonna have to loop back to that later. Oh no, there's like no checkpoints. That's a bummer. Alright, I'll have to teleport all the way back to the beginning and run through all of that again later, because I'm gonna want that chest. But now that I've fallen, we're not gonna be getting back there until I unlock a checkpoint. There you go. Oh, he's a sad carrot. Oh, this one just keeps going down, huh? I wonder was there much sign of like having stuff around here? That was a mandatory wall break, wasn't it? At the time, it felt like a secret, and I'm sure that's how they'll hide secrets in the future. But in this specific case, I think it was specifically contextualized. Wait, can I go back up? So let's go back up there real quick. I think I might have been able to reach that ledge. I caught a glimpse of it up there. So in this case, they're showing me how secrets can be found, but they're showing them to me in the form of a mandatory tutorial. I don't think I can get up there. Not quite. Not quite. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll have to keep an eye out for that stuff. They established the idea that I could shrink down in the forest level and find secrets, but I don't think I ever found another secret outside of where they showed it to me. That said, you don't exactly revisit those locations unless you're grinding or something. Like you'd have to go all the way to the next campaign for when that campaign reaches that location for that kind of information to be relevant again, perhaps. Since the mandatory tutorial might be the only occurrence of that mechanic in that particular level. So we'll have to keep an eye out for it. We'll see if I get a chance to employ Shrinking Mushroom to find a secret. Seems likely. No crouching. Only death. Only death. That's a lot of damage happening on the screen. There we go. Give me your stuff. Honestly, Muggle Seed sounds like a Harry Potter XXX parody. Ice Spirits, material plus 2 tourneys. I knew that already. At this point, they've firmly established the basic mechanics of how to experiment with potions, so continually teaching me again how to make more interesting things is a little redundant. I accidentally hit X instead of square. Whoops. Maybe I mixed these cyclones together, huh? That has no impact on its power, huh? It mostly makes it more powerful. Mix in some more tourneys. Make it a whirlwind. There we go. That's the fun type. Mix a few other things in. Make myself some volcanoes. There we go. Gonna want some more inventory space soon, though, because it's a premium at the moment. We can go to the rest area. I might as well go to the rest area because that'll give me access to. Oh, so I did break the chest already. This will give me access to the chef, hopefully. There he is. Let's get that rung right away. Oh, there's a chest. So I should have stored these immediately because I was planning on using them for cooking anyway. So it made sense to just get rid of that because he can cook from that screen anyway. So I can put all my food items in the chest, and they'll be used by our wandering chef. There we go. Let's see about the area map.
Hey, I saw you in town. A troll chased you here, right? Why not buy a warming potion? You'll freeze without some.
I could also just not, potentially. We'll see. So I've got myself a recipe. Could probably do with a little cheese, just for some of the things I could do around here. Might as well grab some cheese. We'll find something to cook with that. An area map. Onion soup. French onion soup. Hot cross bun, cheese, and onion. I have all those things, I think. I have the onion, don't I? I don't. The tragedy of it all. I'll go ahead and store this because we might not be able to use it right now. We will see. That's not the chef. And I don't have a. Do I have an onion seed? Oh, I do have an onion. Never mind. I looked at the wrong screen. I was looking at seeds. Rose Emily. I could plant a grape. Do it. Do it. Do it. There we go. Got 2 for myself. Come on. Yeah! Alright, nice to see you, sir.
Maury's Touring Restaurant. No building, no problem. I thought it was time that you'd call on me. I see you have a new recipe. Please, allow me. Now then, what do you want to order?
That thing that I just handed you the recipe for. Let's try that. Look at all that bonus experience. Roll out of cheese, the tragedy of it all.
As you wish.
Look at that.
Sorry for the wait.
I actually really want that now. Damn you, food in this game. Really slow, panting and huffing as he tries to get through the food. We can make an omelet. The eggs aren't used in that recipe. Go for churros. Ooh, pancakes. That'll still give us a decent bonus. An apple pie. Let's see. Onion soup requires hot cross buns and cheese. I have plenty of onions, so if I grab more buns and cheese, we could unlock another recipe. So we should have one bun.
Thank you very.
I might be able to buy one more bun and 2 cheese, and we'll see what it unlocks, just for the sake of it.
Hey, I saw you in town.
Yep, that was me. Goodbye. He doesn't sell buns. What good are you then? Fine, we'll buy cheese. We'll accomplish one step of the process. Here we go. It's cooking time. If you hold X, apparently it just skips the dialogue altogether, which is nice. I'll probably start doing that a bit because of the sheer amount of times I have his greeting. I like the idea that he's just stacking the bowls inside of the other bowls. Let's try an omelet. Wait, there's no bonus for the omelet anymore. I've made it too many times. Instead, we will churro for the night is still young. Wait, no. Pancake will use up my milk and has a much bigger bonus. Let's go for that. Have some good old pancakes.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Bring me them. I need them. Oh, those are great.
Enjoy your.
God damn it.
Is there a...
This game constantly makes me want to spend more money on food. It's a problem. This game's bad for me. Ooh, there's an ability down there. Let's backtrack and loop around that direction. We now have a map, so we know where the rest of this place is going to be shaped like. Actually, we'll go this way first. We have an access to a checkpoint now. Might as well go back to the beginning. Onwards! Thankfully, you move pretty quickly, so backtracking's not much of a deal. Not that big of a deal in this game. Really, the only reason checkpoints have to exist is mostly just to make it so that you don't have to worry about losing permanent access to stuff if you fall down. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna try very hard not to fall. Oh. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I would hit snowflakes, and they would send out murderous little surprise chests full of food just spewing everywhere. Because that's what snowflakes do. Murder flake. There it goes again. Money. I love snowflake money. Oh, there's a whole wall of them over there. Thankfully, I've got really strong platforming on this character, so there's not much risk of this being a problem. Boom. Now, ain't that satisfying? That's the easy part, though. The tougher part's going to be getting past the one on the far right. Hopefully, the side dash will be enough to kill them without getting stuck. Answer was yes. Alright. Wouldn't want to bounce off them or anything, but so far, yeah, skills don't really... They kind of ignore all damage. You take damage, it's just that you don't get knocked back by stuff. We got this far. And I don't think I can fall here. I think I'm safe to explore now. chest. What did we get? Nachi recipe. I thought I had that already. Milk and egg. Oh, maybe they just had it at a restaurant. That's probably the case. I probably ordered it at a restaurant as Gwendolyn, but I haven't had access to it for myself. So I guess I must unlock access to all of those recipes then, over the course of time. Just gotta find them one by one. Or you just grab those rabbits that know the recipes already and you just shake them upside down until they fall out. Like, no, this recipe shall be mine. You can't keep it from me. And... hit. Mine. Down. Hey! Whoa! Hey! No, okay. Nope, nope. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that either. This is all a horrible tragedy. Oh no. Time for more backtracking. And we are back. I don't know why I keep opening that screen. We need to avoid falling down like that, because there's definitely some ledges with stuff on them. But I had a tragic vegetable chasing incident that left us wanting. At the very least, there's a free opportunity for planting stuff. In fact, that might be practically all that's here. But I'm gonna use it, damn it. It's an opportunity to get a few phosons for myself, while also getting a free plant out of it, without having to do it, without having to spend the resources. There we go. Gotcha. Careful. Nope, don't see anything else here. I guess that's... I came all the way back just for that, I guess. Alright, well, the more you know. The more you know. There they are. They fell all the way to the bottom when they were coming down. There was one from the very top and there was one from a lower point. And now we're going to loop all the way around this bottom part, because that'll give us 2 chests and a skill, while also still looping around to whatever is going on over there. Might be a lock that opens up a door. Or not. There's an inventory upgrade. There's a lot of stuff around here. We'll see what they've got for me. Oh. Guess what happens now? I know, it's a shocking development. Where are the rest at? Oh. Oh, there's so many of them. What'll I do? So many choices. Why am I multitasking? There was no reason to do that. I just had to do one at a time. I split my attention and took twice as long. That's how that works. Jeez. If only there was buns around here. Hi. You seem nice, so excuse me while I murder you. There we go. Yeah, the AoE definitely clears out some of the nasty ice elemental stuff I've got to deal with. There we go. Ow. Careful. How many of you are there gonna be? It's like playing whack-a-mole with really angry ice sculptures. New skill! So many skills. Okay. Well, here we go. This is practically the only time I open this screen anymore, because you get new skills so often. You might as well just level up all your stuff when that happens instead. Forward jump to the edge of the screen into a reverse attack. So it's actually a skill about using the edge of the screen. Interesting. Really strange attack. Really strange concept too. I want to see it in action. Let's level it up a little bit. How much does it cost again to level up my weapon? 200, yeah, it's quite up there. I'll pump some into Reverse Claw, why not? Well, the why not is when I find out that I hate the skill, and then I'm like, oh, well, there goes all those points. We have 5 to spend around here. Increase the damage of ground attacks by 10%. Why not? Seems like I have nothing to lose. If I do that spin attack, it'll do 10% more damage. A lot of the next stuff's gonna cost me quite a bit more, or at least more than my 2. Let's see here. Maybe we'll replace Plasma Circle or something. I feel like that was still helpful. Whirling Blade, Spiral Fall. I'll try replacing Spiral Fall. We'll see how that goes. Oh! Well, there's a sight. We'll see how that helps me during a boss fight or something. Might be usefully evasive. But we'll see. Hup. No surprises. I'm hearing that sound. What? Oh, it's those guys again. Alright. Aha! Reverse attack. Oh, wow. That actually destroyed him. Wow. No joke. That's effective. Gimme! Nope. Apparently doesn't combo them, though. Only hit the first one and not the second. So it's not a piercing attack. The impact seems to quit the moment it hits one guy, which might explain why it's so powerful as a single target hit. Because very few things seem to be that powerful that I have. Look at that damage. Wow, look at that damage, actually. That compared to the entire duration of this spin, that's a pretty strong, really quick kick. Ta-da! Just kind of flatten him for a moment. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Just gonna do a few energy things here and there. He's kind of turning towards me to attack me, but I'm just kind of dashing between them real quick for some damage. Seems effective so far. That damage is no joke. Hey now. Oh, he's turning around. He looks angry. He is dissolving right now. Yeah, I can just wait for when it looks like he's about to attack me and use it then. That's pretty effective. Okay, he looks really angry right now. We're gonna want to get busy. Wow, it's a hell of a health sap too. At least I think it was. Well, I guess I'm full on health right now. But I could have sworn I was getting. I thought I saw like a green 45. If that was the case, that's a hell of a lot of health to recover in one attack. So if nothing else, the vampire ring crossed with that attack probably makes it worth using on a regular basis. Jaha! We'll see how it goes. Seems to help so far. That guy was just kind of standing there because every time he turned around to attack me, I would just get behind him again. Give me your stuff. Seriously though, why do they drop chests? It's a really strange concept to me. Like we've accepted forever that people that don't seem like they would even be able to hold items just kind of casually drop the item. That's fine. Why'd that wolf have a sword? Where were they keeping it? That's weird. The RPG thing have dropping stuff that doesn't make sense. But it gets extra weird. Oopsie. Oh no, they slow my swing just enough to be a problem. But yeah, the whole thing gets just a little bit weirder when they drop a chest that has the item inside it. Like the extra level of abstraction makes it all the more absurd. Hey there. We done here? Yes? No? Yes. I like that the encounters seem crafted. Because this game has a lot of the appearance of a game that would be kind of procedurally generated and arbitrary. A lot of games look like this and they're randomly generated and stuff like that. And this game might be a little randomly generated perhaps, but at the very least the individual and monster encounters seem kind of crafted, as if thought was put into what the composition of the mobs should be for different reasons. Because being attacked by these different enemy compositions has very different tactical impact, especially I'm sure on higher difficulties. But like a random number generator probably wouldn't lead to me just randomly fighting a horde of snowflakes here and there, or one tough guy being complemented by a horde of snowflakes. And I understand that my use of the word complemented sounds really strange here. It's just this big tough guy, and he's all alone, and all those snowflakes just really like to compliment him. It's really nice, actually. Oh, hi. So nice of you to visit. They're ganging up on me. Oh wow, I think I hit both of them that time actually. All the more damage. There we go. I'm behind you. They're getting stunned. That's perfect. Just give in. Give in to the darkness. It's quite a flurry of damage when that happens. They're getting stunned like crazy. How you guys feeling, huh? Having a good time? They're really clingy. They love to just hang out together. They get along so well. It's really, it's a fantastic relationship. Oh, he swiped me. Gotta get the. I wasn't initiating my sparks attacks enough, so they weren't being stunned constantly. That's what my mistake was. Ow. Also a lack of observation, sure. Okay, one of them's down already. And this one looks angry about it. I told you about the relationship, man. You just weren't listening. Maybe it doesn't sap that much health. For some reason I grew convinced that was sapping a ton of health at once. We need to figure out our inventory space issue, because there's stuff here I want to keep. I might have to just eat these guys. There's so many of them. Yummy, yummy food! Can we fast forward this a little bit? Right, we can't fast forward it because it's specifically slow for the purpose of balance in combat, so you can't stop and eat in the middle of a fight without risking getting hit. But it would be nice... When I'm not in combat, it would be nice to just have it go a little faster. Not you. Not unless I have an egg. I don't have an egg, do I? Nope. So many objects. We're all full up. Right, this gives me max hit points of 50 up. It heals for a lot, though, so I should hold on to it until I need to heal, probably. It's one of the more effective options for healing. We're maxed out on tourneys again, so I might as well use those. There we go. Grab ourselves a few whirlwinds. Make these things nice and throwable. Limited invincibility. I'd mostly just like a healing item. Yeah, we don't really need heals right now. And you're the shine. Increases the chance enemies drop music. Music. Money. We still have a shine. We're fine there. Let's make a volcano. That's got to burn up these elemental enemies in an ice land. Hi there. More for the collection. I feel like once we finally get to town, we're gonna have a lot of eating to do. There we go. Troll molar. Let's try mixing troll molar with stuff. The zero timer reduces the PP cost of skills to 0. Interesting. I feel like I did a zero timer before though, and it wasn't helpful for some reason. Maybe if I add other things to this, we can level it up to something else? No, you have to add more troll molar to change the rank of something. That's how this works. Otherwise, I'm just making the potion itself more powerful, which is an option if I want to. That's not necessarily my goal. We'll give it a shot. I'll just make one. So we've cleared this out. This whole mess up here is my next goal. Got a ways to go. Hi everyone. Bye everyone. Oop. Actually, do I have one of those potions that re-rolls what everything is around me? Cyclone, Drain. Drain hit points from on-screen foes and generates phosons. That'd be nice to use at some point during a big chaotic fight. Maybe it would take out all those the ice elementals that are flying around. Clear Cloud, Overload, Toxin, Unseeable. That makes you invisible. What's the Z do? That's the zero timer. Now, I don't currently have that. There is a bone. Isn't that exactly what I use? Juggler. Changes all items on the ground to something else. Let's give it a go. Haven't used that yet. There you are. Did I have a juggler right next to it? I did have a juggler already. My bad. Yeah, I got a health potion. Mulberry. Why not? And then I eat them all over again. Wow, for the most negligible amount of experience, though, at this point. It's fine. It's fine. Gave me a chance to use it, at least. We'll look for another opportunity to use that stuff. What was that sound?